did you shoot Greedo first, or did Greedo shoot you first?
I don't care.
To say Han shot first is to refer to George Lucas's changes to the original trilogy. This phrase more specifically refers to the change made in A New Hope Special Edition in the scene involving the characters Han Solo and Greedo in the cantina. In the original version, after Greedo says, "I've been looking forward to this moment for a long time," Han replies,
"Yes, I bet you have,"
and shoots Greedo under the table while Greedo is pointing a blaster at him. Thus, Han didn't merely shoot first, he was the only one who fired. The change was due to Lucas not wanting Han to come off as a cold-blooded killer, but rather acting in self-defense, with one rumor stating the scene, in its unaltered form, risked giving the entire special edition a PG-13 rating, thus limiting the audience for the theatrical run. In the special edition, Greedo shoots at Han and misses, without explanation, from point-blank range, and then Han shoots him. Later, it was altered again to have Han and Greedo shooting at almost the same time, though Greedo still shoots first, with Han dodging out of the way of Greedo's shot. The scene in various media. The January 15th, 1976 script portrays the scene thus. Han: "Yes, I'll bet you have." Suddenly, the slimy alien disappears in a blinding flash of light. Han pulls his smoking gun from beneath the table as the other patrons look on in bemused amazement. Han gets up and starts out of the cantina, flipping the bartender some coins as he leaves. The March 15th version of the script is identical in this scene, except for the fact that Greedo is referred to simply as Alien. In adaptations. In the novelization, the scene is vague. The book only says that, quote, "light and noise filled the little corner of the cantina." It never specifies who shot first. Greedo spoke basic in the second issue of Marvel's comic adaptation. Han fired after Greedo threatened to kill him, but before Greedo could finish his next sentence. In the Star Wars radio drama from 1981, Han is the only one who shoots. After the blast is heard, Han says, "Rest in peace, Greedo. I can shoot just as well under a table as across one." This line is reused in the canon novel A New Hope, The Princess, the Scoundrel, and the Farm Boy. Star Wars Behind the Magic. One of the deleted scenes included in this CD-ROM is an alternate take of the cantina sequence, including the encounter between Greedo and Han. It is a black and white work print that lacks any added music or sound effects. Greedo speaks English with a received pronunciation accent, speaking his original lines as in the 1976 script. Han shoots him before he can fire a shot. Behind the Magic plays this earlier cantina sequence side by side for comparison with the modified special edition version of the same scene from 1997, making it clear that Greedo shooting was added later. In new canon, A New Hope, The Princess, the Scoundrel, and the Farm Boy contains the first retelling of this scene released following the decision to discontinue the expanded universe in favor of a new canon continuity. As described in the novel, Solo reaches for his blaster and slides it from the holster under the table as he is telling Greedo that he doesn't have the money with him. When Solo states, "Over my dead body," Greedo draws his own blaster, points it at Han's heart, and replies, "That's the idea. I've been looking forward to killing you for a long time." Solo replies, "Yeah, I'll bet you have." The narration then says that, quote, "Greedo disappeared in a blinding flash of white light as Han pulled the trigger. The thump as Greedo's body slumped onto the table made the other cantina patrons look over. There is no mention of Greedo having fired a shot." When asked directly who shot first in an interview slightly before the release of the book's author, Alexandra Bracken, replied, "Han, of course." However, Star Wars: The Original Trilogy, a 2016 graphic novelization of the films, depicts the scene as it's presented in the 2004 DVD version, with the two characters shooting at approximately the same time, and Greedo's shot missing far, wide, and up. Star Wars: A New Hope Cinestory comic, a similar title, depicts the scene the same way. The Luckless Rhodian is a story from the 40th anniversary anthology From a Certain Point of View, presenting the events of the scene entirely from Greedo's point of view. Greedo is at no point said to have fired or even considered firing a weapon, and it is said that the last thing he saw was a flash of bright light and his last memory was of bitter injustice. When asked if this depiction made Episode 4's theatrical version the canonical version of the film, however, Lucasfilm Story Group's Matt Martin reiterated that the canon one is the revised version, as the nature of the book included making various contradictions. When A New Hope was released on Disney+, the Walt Disney Company's streaming service, on November 12, 2019, a slight change was added to the scene. While the scene is practically the same from the revised version of 2004, Greedo seems to speak one last word with no current translation before shooting at Han. Maclunkey. According to Vanity Fair, this change was made by Lucas himself prior to selling his company to Disney. George Lucas's reasons. As George Lucas stated subsequently over the years, he always intended Greedo to shoot first in the cantina scene. In the original version, he advised to leave the scene ambiguous, therefore the exchange of blaster fire between Han and Greedo was shot in close-ups. However, Lucas didn't like the idea that the first thing Han Solo does in the film is gunning somebody down, becoming a cold-blooded killer, somebody he never wanted the character to be. Wide shots added in later releases of the film served to make the actual results of the encounter more obvious. As he explained, in classic showdowns, the hero always fires second in self-defense, and the reading of the scene that Solo shot first, rooted in the audience's desire for Solo to be a killer, presented a bad example for younger viewers. In 2015, librarian Christian Brown presented an early script for the original Star Wars movie, claiming that, based on the script, I can tell you 100% Han shot first. However, according to Lucasfilm Publicity, the script looked to be a fan-made replica version of the real early script. Repercussions in Star Wars media. I happen to like to shoot first, reckon, as opposed to shooting second. Han Solo. Han said that he prefers shooting first, quote, as opposed to shooting second, in the novel Han Solo at Star's End, which was published nearly 17 years before the special editions were made. In the Shadows of the Empire novel, Wedge Antilles states that the second rule of self-defense is to shoot first and ask questions later. In the game Star Wars Battlefront 2, it is possible while playing as Solo to hear the enemy troops exclaim, "It's Solo, and he's shooting first. That's not fair." A cutscene in LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, and LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga shows a LEGO Greedo slamming his fist on the table, attempting to shoot Han and missing, and Han shooting him, which blows Greedo into LEGO bricks, causing him to fall in a pile of limbs. However, in the DS version of LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, Han distracts Greedo by pointing to a window before shooting him. In the DS version of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, Greedo pulls out his gun on Han before being shot by him immediately afterwards. At the end of the LEGO Star Wars Revenge of the Brick mini-movie, Greedo can be seen throwing darts in the cantina and, despite standing no more than 2 feet away, has missed the board with at least 5 darts, a possible tongue-in-cheek explanation for the unlikeliness of Greedo missing Han. It's so funny. Aaron Alston, by way of his novel, Legacy of the Force Betrayal, has chimed in on the subject with a reference of his own. After a gun battle, when queried as to the status of her husband, Leia replies that he is fine. Han shot first, she glibly explains. In the story A Hunter's Fate, Greedo's tale from the Tales of the Mos Eisley Cantina anthology, Greedo's perspective is shown to be overconfident to the point that he seems to actually believe Han's words moments before his death, believing that he and Han may actually become friends if they iron out the transaction. Although his death is not shown from his perspective, it is heavily implied that Han shoots first. After the assassination of Thraken Saul Solo, in the novel Legacy of the Force Bloodlines, Boba Fett remarked that Han should learn to shoot first. How many more of these do we have to... In Legacy of the Force Revelation, Jaina tells Fett that if he plans on fighting Han Solo, he should remember to shoot first. Greedo appears as a minor character in the board game Star Wars Epic Duels. His power attack is a card labeled Desperate Shot, a decently powerful attack, but if it does not kill the target, then Greedo is immediately killed instead. It is the only card where an attacker's miss is automatically fatal. Wizards of the Coast released a scenario for the Star Wars miniatures game featuring the cantina shootout between Solo and Greedo. It is referentially titled, Who Shoots First? In Underworld, a galaxy of scum and villainy, Star Wars Insider 89, an in-universe report states that Han is prone to shooting first. In the Star Wars Tales non-canon spoof The Emperor's Court, Han Solo is prosecuted in court by Greedo's mother, Neela, who claims that her son was shot first. The case is declared in Neela's favor, and Han is sentenced to be frozen in carbonite and sent to Jabba the Hutt. In LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga for Xbox 360 and iOS, there is an achievement titled Shoot First, which is acquired by killing Greedo using any variant of Han Solo. In Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron in the Ord Mantell cutscene, Cole Zera says that although Han doesn't shoot first when it came to bounty hunters, the rest of the squadron does. The Star Wars The Old Republic developer blog entry Creating the Smuggler states, Jedi may see things before they happen, but smugglers always shoot first. In LEGO Star Wars The Empire Strikes Out, when Han shot a stormtrooper, C-3PO commented,
Oh my stars, Han shot first!
Of course I did. It was me or him. Why wouldn't I?
That is a subject of some debate.
In the 2012 mobile game Angry Birds Star Wars, one of the levels takes place on Tatooine. During an introductory slideshow in the Mos Eisley Cantina, Greedo spies on Solo, Chewbacca, Skywalker, and Kenobi from a window. Solo then blasts Greedo. In the 2012 game Connect Star Wars, one of the dance moves that can be performed by Solo, as well as Lando Calrissian, during the song I'm Han Solo is called Han Shot First. Timothy Zahn's 2013 novel Scoundrels features a scene very similar to the interaction between Greedo and Han, with another bounty hunter in Greedo's place. Han does not shoot first, and the shot is missed due to intervention from Chewbacca. In William Shakespeare's Star Wars Verily A New Hope, a non-canon retelling of the story of the original film in the style of William Shakespeare, the stage directions for the play state simply, they shoot, Greedo dies. This is then followed by Solo apologizing to the innkeeper and then stating as an aside, and whether I shot and whether I shot first, I'll ne'er confess. The audio edition of William Shakespeare's The Jedi Doth Return, Star Wars Part the Sixth, includes a supposed conversation between Shakespeare and the author, Ian Dosher, in which Shakespeare tells Dosher that he should have stated plainly that Han shot first. When asked about the matter directly for an About the Author for the series official website, Dosher stated, Han Solo says me and every other true fan out there. In Phineas and Ferb Star Wars, a Cantina customer states that he wasn't sure who shot first.
Well, someone said he shot first, but I could have sworn it was the other guy.
In the Marvel comic issue Star Wars 2015-13, Han points a blaster rifle at Luke Skywalker's kidnappers, demanding that they release his friend, prompting Dr. Aphra to say, "You're not very good at this sort of thing, are you? If you were, you would have shot first and given warnings later." The narration of the novelization of Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens states that when Finn first observed Han Solo, he worried that Solo might be the type of guy to, quote, shoot first and ask questions later. In the 2015 EA Star Wars Battlefront companion mobile game Base Command, the Han Solo hero unit has the First Strike perk where he, quote, fires first in combat. In LEGO Star Wars The Resistance Rises episode Hunting for Han, one of the patrons in Maz Kanata's castle remarks that Han shot Greedo, prompting another to interject that Greedo shot first.
And he shot Greedo!
I heard that Greedo shot first.
Oh, them's fighting worlds!
In the mobile phone game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Greedo's unique is called Who Shot First, and Han's unique is called Shoots First. In the Humor Book 99 Storm... this could be totally fake, I have no clue. In the Humor Book 99 Stormtroopers Join the Empire, a title depicting the unfortunate demises of various stormtroopers, one stormtrooper fails to shoot first and is killed by Greedo. At the end of the 2018 movie Solo: A Star Wars Story, in a confrontation between Han Solo and Beckett, Han shoots his opponent mid-sentence. Afterwards, Beckett admits that Solo made a smart choice as he had been about to shoot and kill him.
I hope you're still paying attention because now I'm going to tell you the most important... Smart move, kid. For once, I would have killed you.
Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote the script of the movie with his son John Kasdan, said about it that there can be no question that Han shoots first. Kasdan Sr. thinks that Han indeed shot first, as he expressed during an interview with StarWars.com. In the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special, the time-space portal opens on Tatooine, dumping many characters from many eras on the desert. Among them were Greedo and two versions of Han Solo, old and young. Greedo expressed his bewilderment when he saw them.
The Solos? You want to shoot first? After you.
In Decommissioned and Battle Scars, 2 episodes of the animated television series Star Wars The Bad Batch, there is a slot machine called Lucky Shot with the slogan, "Always shoots first," written in Arabic. In the Marvel comic issue Han Solo and Chewbacca 1, Han says to Greedo, "If you try to screw me over, double-cross me, do anything that gives me a bad feeling, I'll shoot first and ask questions later." In LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, the quest which unlocks Greedo, entitled Maclunkey Most Foul. Oh, Maclunkey, bro! What does Maclunkey mean? Entitled Maclunkey Most Foul, is started by speaking to 3 stormtroopers who are investigating the incident and wanting to know who shot first. The player is required to speak with 6 witnesses who evenly claim that either Han or Greedo shot first. The stormtroopers end the quest by stating that they think the debate will never be solved. In the game's version of the scene, Han and Greedo engage in a quick draw duel while ducking behind the table. Greedo and Han fire until they both run out of ammo, whereupon Han throws his blaster at Greedo's face, causing him to run off. The scene is placed before Han meets with Luke and Ben rather than after. In the Marvel comic issue Han Solo and Chewbacca number 10, Han shoots Corvus Tira mid-sentence, albeit in the shoulder, causing him to fall to the river below. Tira survives the encounter. In the Mandalorian episode, Chapter 21, The Pirate, Greef Karga, while arguing with Gorian Shard, exclaims, "He shot first." In LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, Greedo and Han are both after the heart of Princess Leia Organa, only for Greedo to shoot his shot first and end up with the rebel leader instead of Solo. Reception. A New Hope producer Gary Kurtz feels that the change undermined the intention of the scene, which he states was to show how much of a mercenary Han Solo was. He had to shoot Greedo first or lose his life. The actor of Han Solo, Harrison Ford, replied to the question about who shot first with apathy, while the actor of Chewbacca, Peter Mayhew, simply responded with